We need to get angry. Some people are cautious about giving vent to their heart and bitterness in prayer because it seems disrespectful to tell God that you can't stand somebody. Yet we need an outlet for our feelings. Prayer offers the supreme opportunity for this, if we have the courage to give God and then stay with Him, so that our anger and pain can be redeemed. It is immensely frustrating not to be allowed to cry about things or to express that we really feel. Logical arguments about why we should not be upset only make matters worse. We need to express our hurts with someone who loves us, with someone who won't simply tell us that we ought to pull ourselves together. If this is true on a human level, it applies even more in our relationship with God. When we release our true feelings to God, anger and all, His grace and love begin to break in. The problem is that this approach seems irreverent. You can say things like that to God, exclaimed one woman during a discussion about praying with hearts. You should confess the fact that you feel angry. But that's all. I understand what she means, and I share her desire to give the best when we can to God. But I know that if I did not tell God exactly what I thought, I would be hiding something from Him. God does not wait until we are purified of all our rottenness before we can approach Him. He wants us as we are and offers us the freedom to be totally ourselves with Him. He knows what is going on inside us anyway, so why try to hold back from Him the very things that most need healing? If we try to avoid life's difficulties or eliminate them from our prayer, they will ultimately increase their hold on us. Bottled up emotions invariably backfire later on, and they can wreak emotional havoc. They may surface in some form of depression or in a smoldering resentment which later results in vindictive outbursts against other people. Another reason why people are afraid to express their anger to God is that it could seem to be justifying bitterness and resentment. But God will not spoil us or encourage us to be petty and vindictive, as an overindulgent parent would. We can trust Him to make us the person we were created to be, however painful the purifying process. Pouring out our anger to God reduces its power and clears the air, so that we can then move on to something deeper. Sometimes people find it helpful to write down their grievances and then literally hold the paper up to Christ as a prayer for help and forgiveness. While we are right in the midst of irritating or hurtful circumstances, a helpful way to pray is simply to use a short phrase such as, "Lord, this is yours." Abba, Father, repeated many times. That may be the only sort of prayer that is real at this stage. Once we have calmed down, we may be able to pray more reflectively about the situation and perhaps view things from the other person's standpoint. We may also be able to see our troubles in wider perspective as part of the pain of the world. But first, we must be free enough to be angry. Please like and subscribe.